Wow. Yeah, I'm ready to be squished here, by the way.
I'm just trying to mount on top of Lodo.
Anticlimactic.
Oh, no.
Oh! Ah!
Yes!
Help! He's kidnapping me!
Your kid 29 is freaking big.
Wow, this is really cool.
Oh. Down. The 262 does not slow down. Up.
Can I just drive into you? Is that a
No,
thing?
you'll kill me. You hit my
Yeah,
cockpit,
I
I
will.
die.
Okay, okay.
In the cockpit, he dies.
I don't like how there's a bunch of tanks just looking around me.
4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Oh, that is awesome.
That looks terrifying. We should probably clear the landing zone so he doesn't hit us.
Yeah, that's a good
Kill
idea.
that 72k. Kill the 72k.
Who's shooting me? Difficult to get it to like respond.
Oh, God.
That's
Oh, that's... Oh, he went right through the telephone poles.
Oh, no!
okay. You need to reverse a little bit.
Wow, Edge, that's American. What the heck? Go
doing?
away, Lucas.
Here.
Oh, I got a hit. Oh, I just hit the barrel. If I
I'm
hit-
getting so fed up of having to try this land.
The mouse is just shoving.
I'm gonna kill the mouse. Let's look at
The
my hit.
72k gas is gonna kill the mouse.
will, like-
72k gas is now dead.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, you're falling kind of
Yeah.
fast.
I was trying to see if I could.
Oh man, that's pretty.
Nice shadow. Yes, the B-29.
So glorious.
Go, Alex, go.
I can't tell my...
Hello everyone and welcome to the 1.47 dev server. Today is the 12th of February and we're expecting the 1.47 patch to be live shortly in, I guess, less than a week. That's what people are saying. And there is a long list of changes that we need to go through in this new patch. I've got the list pulled up on my secondary screen and we're just going to visit some of the things in game. We might do short touch-ups on things in test flight or test drive, but for the rest this should serve as a general roundup of everything you can expect. To start out, I'm just going to read down the new features. We now have binocular view for ground vehicles. I'm not quite sure what that means, but if you do, then yes, it's being added in 1.47. The driver view has been added for the ground vehicles, so here's a screenshot of what that looks like. So that looks nice. At the moment, it probably won't give you any benefit over the normal view from the top of the tank, but hey, it looks more immersive, so you might want to use it. Furthermore, the heat haze effect from firing the tank has been added, so you'll see the air around your cannon breech, not the cannon breech, where the cannon shell exits the cannon. You'll see an air effect, which is called the heat haze. Yay! Different terrain settings have been added for ground force locations. At the moment, effects are not active on all in-game locations. Yes, you now get everyday login awards, and the awards for tournaments have been added. So here's a screenshot of that. For example, I got a plus 15% bonus to RP that I can use, and here that is. And it seems like it expires in 3 days. And you can activate that and it'll give you plus 15% RP for all battle actions for 10 missions if you use it within 3 days. A new type of bomb delay fuse has been added. It's called Auto, and it works similar to fuses historically used for attack aircraft. For example, the bomb will explode after it hits but not faster than after a certain fixed time, which is 10 seconds at the moment. The auto fusilier is set for all ground attack aircraft and aircraft air battle events or ground forces arcade battles. Sounds and graphical warnings are displayed for players if bombs that are on the ground will reach their vehicle with their blast radius. So if there is a fused bomb that's on the ground in front of you and you drive up to it, you will get a warning for that. Cool. Let's look at the new ground vehicles. There are several. For the Americans, we have, to start out with, the M46 Tiger. It is a Tier 4 premium tank, which for some reason doesn't feel like showing up in the list on the side. To get it, I had to go up here to the item shop, and I purchased the Commander Trophy, which is a hefty 3,000 golden eagles. And I'm not saying you're for sure going to get the Tiger with it, but I got it the first try, which is nice. And if you don't get it immediately, you'll get one of the other things. You can get an M46 Tiger, 25% discount on the M46 Tiger, 5,000 Silver Lions, random boosters, 1,500 golden eagles, and a half a month premium account pass. It's kind of nice. So they have other trophies as well that you can buy, and this is, yeah, this kind of reminds me of Team Fortress with the crates, where you have to open them, you're not sure what you're gonna get. Too bad I have most of these already, like the D9, got it. Do I have the D9? Yes, it's the American D9, I suppose, which I believe I have. Let me check aviation. No, that's the Focal. Where's the premium D9 then? It might not show up yet. But I have the normal D9 right there. So I don't know why I would need the other one, because I already have all the German planes. Anyway, continuing on to that. So basically the thing is you can get different planes or different items. You can also buy things such as, oh look, you get 15% extra Silver Lions for 10 battles for 99 Golden Eagles. So this definitely gives people a new way to use their Silver Lions and Golden Eagles, because I just noticed this. I'm not sure what this is, but it's a tournament ticket, which I guess you have to pay to... Okay, so I guess you have to pay for these to partake in the tournament events, and they give you separate amount of times that you can lose, it looks like. So this one's 3 defeats and 2 consecutive, this one's twice as much, this one's 3 times as much, and it looks like 3 times as much would be the best deal. Yeah, let's purchase one, just see what it does. Okay, I purchased it, so now we'll go back to the inventory, and you can see I have it. That's nice. You get rewards for using it, or... not sure how all that works, it's still going to come, but in any case, this looks like a lot of fun. I do have this, which gives me a 5% discount on the Tiger, but I already have it, so I guess that makes it kind of useless. But that is mostly it for the item shop. Looking at the other new vehicles for the Americans, we have the M42. Where's the M42 at? M42, it's probably right in front, there it is. This is the M42. A battle rating of 6.7. It's practically going to be useless in simulator battles because players can't control aircraft, and this is very, very much an anti-aircraft gun, because good luck taking out other tanks with a 58mm armor penetration at 6.7 battle rating, and the frontal armor of this thing, hideous. 14mm, 13mm. Ugh. One shot and you're gone. There is the armor on this tank is paper, but it looks really nice. I really like the way they modeled the cannon barrels. Furthermore, we also have the M26E1. It's right here, a Tier 4 premium medium tank. Yeah, I mean, Tier 4 premium tanks are nice because they allow you to effectively research vehicles from the 1 to 5 ranks, so that's just the same for planes. If you're going to get a premium thing, usually people will go for Tier 4, or just put a talisman on a Tier 4 tank. for Germany, they have several new tanks as well, starting with the Tiger E. This is the Tiger E. What's different about it? Next to nothing, except for the very nice modification of having armor-piercing composite rigid shells with 200 millimeters of point-blank penetration, compared to the 100 and 130 millimeters of the armor-piercing capped ballistic cap shell. So that is nice. Muzzle velocity of 1,000 meters per second, and it being a German tank with the 88 millimeter cannon, this will be really nice for maps such as Kursk, and I'll probably be going for it. Next up, one of the more exciting tanks that everyone's going to grind for is the Mouse. Yes, for months and months and months there's been speculation of, will Gaijin actually add this beast to the game? Will it be overpowered? They decided to add it, and it is an absolute boss if you look at the armor thickness of it. Just slightly angled, we have an effective thickness of greater than 500 millimeters on the side, with 344 covering the tracks. At the front you have an effective thickness of I'd say around 375 to over 400 millimeters. The lower glacis at the front has the same story, 286 it seems. If you slightly angle that, it'll be a bit more at 300. The lower plate, let's see if I can select that. Come in. Yeah, lower plate, a thickness of 50 millimeters, so if you can get a high explosive shell underneath that, you might be doing some damage. The turret itself, also a lot of armor, straight on 220, and you have the side of the tank with a thickness of 200 millimeters, and if something hits you at a slight angle, they're not going to penetrate. It's got more than 500 millimeter effective thickness. The weak spots of this tank are probably right around here, although it might be difficult to hit straight on because you have this here, which protects it. But if you manage to hit a shell right underneath here, it will just bounce straight down into the 50 millimeter thickness armor that's on the top of it. So I'd see that as a weak point. At the back, it still has 200 millimeters of armor, so don't think that's going to be easy to take down from the back. Let's think the fuel tank here is selectable, but that is quite a large fuel tank at the back. So yeah, that is the Mouse, and it has two cannons on the front, a 128 millimeter cannon and a 75 millimeter cannon, which is really tiny in comparison. Look at this thing. It has a ridiculous top speed of 21 kilometers an hour. This thing is going to tear across the battlefield, just like the Tier 1 tanks in Arcade. You better watch out, because this thing will flank you. Not really though. It's slow. Next up is the Flakpanzer Japad. Where are you at? Flakpanzer. Where is the Flakpanzer? There it is. That's it, right here. Let's preview that. 2.0 battle rating Flakpanzer with 38 millimeter cannon. Nice. That should be fun. Drive around. The arm penetration is 35 millimeters, so you actually have a chance of taking down tanks that you face, as long as you don't hit them straight on from the front. Although, you know, with that thing, you could technically kill the American M42 with its ridiculous armor at the sides. So yes, you could kill a Tier 5 tank with a Tier 1 tank. Yay. Is it Tier 1? I believe it, yes. It's a Tier 1. Okay, that is it for, nope, Martyr 3H. Another Martyr that's been added. It's got a 75 millimeter cannon as compared to the 76 millimeter cannon of its predecessor. And it has the same armor penetration, it looks like. No, I was reading that wrong. It has slightly less armor penetration. So, that is it for the German tanks. For the USSR, we have the T-126, which is around here somewhere. Well... Okay, while looking for that, let's focus on the new T-28E, also a new tank, a new T-28. a 76mm cannon, same cannon as the normal T-28. We also have the T-54 1949. I wish there was an easy way to see all the new tanks. Well, where are you? Oh, there's the T-126. Cool. 45mm premium tank at Tier 1. I still prefer my T-35. Now really though, where is the T-54 1949? Is it in here? No. Yeah, I didn't want to click on that. Oh, there it is. T-54 1949, an 8.0 battle rating Tier 5 tank with a 100mm D10T cannon at the top of it. Take a quick look at it. I don't want this video to be extremely long, but I do want to cover as much as I can. So you can see that the effective armor at the front at a slight angle is around 200mm and 250 for the lower plate. It looks to have a pretty strong, well, I don't have any Tier 5 tanks, so I can't say how strong it is because I'm not used to the gameplay or the penetration that Tier 5 tanks offer, but it looks like another tank, and I enjoy more tanks. Let's head on to the aircraft real quick and give a basic overview of them for the Americans. Finally, the B-29 Superfortress. 120,000 RP to get, a 4-engined super heavy bomber with a maximum bomb load of 20,000 pounds. Yes, 20,000 pounds. Attainable with 40 500-pound bombs, which is one of the options right here. 4,500 pounds. This is going to completely change the way bombing works in realistic battle, because it's a battle rating of 6.7. We also get at battle rating 8.0, which is extremely high. It's right up there with, it'll fight along, it's possible for it to fight along the F2 Sabre, actually. But it does get 12 M2 machine guns and 21 250-pound bombs to start out with, I believe. Yes, and you have a lot of options to choose from. Rockets, bombs, plenty. So, it'll be a lot of fun. Currently, the top speed would be 950 kilometers an hour. Let's see what other planes there are. Yes, for the rest they just reskinned the A20G. It's now the A20G30, which is basically just a reskin. I don't think anything else changed. Germany, we have a new BF-109, the BF-109 G14, right here. Battle rating of 5.0, armed with a 20mm cannon, which you can probably increase with gun mods. Yep, here. 30mm or 20mm gun mods. Excellent. What else? We have the first 4-engined bomber for Germany, the Focke-Wulf 200 Condor. Waiting for it to load. There it is. Pretty. I like it because this thing has bombs in the engine compartments, so right here, and underneath it also has bombs in the gondola area. It's got what looks like several machine guns, 4 turrets with 7.92mm MG15 machine guns, so you can tickle people to death if they decide to come towards you. Okay, that is it for Germany. USSR, we have the IL-2 1941, which is right around here, I believe. Where's the IL-2 1941? There it is. Okay, staring at me in the face. It is 0.3 battle rating, lower than the normal IL-2, and comes with 2 20mm Schwach cannons. Great. Also have the LA5FN, which has, it was already in-game, but it now has an updated visual model. So if we select it, maybe we can see a difference. Customization. I haven't flown this thing in a long time, but apparently it has a new visual model. It does look quite nice. For the Japan, we have, which I believe to be a new premium plane, the J2 M4 Kai. Tier 4, armed with 4 20mm cannons, and it looks cute. It's a little stubby, but it does have a top speed of 650 kilometers an hour at a battle rating of 5.0. Very nice. 3,850 Golden Eagles if you decide to go for that. Further, there are no new planes for the British line at all. Which is fine, because last patch they got the new Canberra. And that is basically it for the ground forces and the airplanes. Now, one thing I do want to show is the new B-57, what it looks like when you drop bombs. Check that out. Yes, it's a rotary bomb bay, so it comes out before you can drop any bombs, which looks awesome, but it might impede people who are strategically bombing from a higher altitude because you have to wait for the bomb bay to open up. I'm not sure if there's a way to just have it open, but for now, when you press space, it opens up, it drops a bomb, and then it comes back up. Okay, now there is a huge other list of updates, but one of the nicer things, we now have, in a lot of aircraft, you can switch on lights in the cockpit, and the ability to open the cockpit for various aircraft has been added. Here is me opening the cockpit in the Horton 229, which has a new flight model dispatch. It's got improved engines and what looks like improved structural strength, so you can flip it around the sky a lot more without it breaking. So I will definitely be flying the 229 more in the upcoming patch. But I'm going to have a list of the new planes that have an openable canopy up there on the right, so you can pause it and see if your favorite planes have been added to that. I will also add a link to a text page with all the different changes, so you can check it out for yourself. That covers it for the biggest updates, the aircraft and the ground forces in the upcoming patch 1.47. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been informative, and I can't wait for the update. Have a great day.